I am finally back with another update for my Retin journey. I am so sorry to those of you who have been waiting patiently for me to do an update. I really appreciate all the interaction that goes on with these videos that I've had in the past. I get so much feedback from you guys, and I hear about your journeys, and you've also given me just tons of advice, and I just really appreciate those of you who have, just let me know about your journey, and that who have also offered advice for me, especially with my vitamin C fiasco. So again, thank you, and I am sorry that it has been now over a year since I have updated, but I'm back, and so I'm going to go ahead and go over pretty much all the questions that I've gotten and kind of where I'm at right now. So basically, it is summertime. Obviously, for everybody it is. And I do not use it in the summer. Just being out gardening, going to the river, lakes, you name it, just being out in the sun. I don't want to risk damaging my progress. I do feel like I do get progress when I use it. But again, it does strip down. I mean, it does its job. I will highly recommend it if that's what you're looking for, to peel the skin off and, get results from sun damage and things like that. So it does really work, but it's also very important that you're not out in the sun, because then it could be double the damage. So again, I try to stop at least a month before I know I'm going to be out doing outdoor activities. And I am so sorry, it is hot right now. I just put my lotion on, but I can feel it beating up. It is so hot, speaking of summertime. So this is about how much I have left. Not too much, but this is my original container that I bought. And I have gotten, recently somebody was asking where I got it, and in my other videos I've put links and everything to where I got it, but it was told to me that this company is no longer selling the Retin A. So I do know that they have the blender, the blending cream, which is a skin whitening lightener lotion. So you can get this on there. I suggested to them that maybe they contact the company, which I believe is Premier Looks. And again, I have links in my other videos on where I got them. So I am not sure if they're going to get it back or if they're just completely not selling it anymore. I know that the doctor had like some sort of special license to where he could sell it online, because this is something that you do need to be prescribed by a I was going to say physical therapist, by a dermatologist. So you can get this from your dermatologist. I'm sure they will charge you a handsome price. But this is what they look like. And again, I did get the 0.1%, which is the highest. I don't think there's anything higher out there. And I stress that if you are using this, please take it slow. I really suggest starting out like once a week. I went gung-ho, and if you haven't already seen my other videos, I was peeling horribly. It was painful. It does its job. It's going to work. Take it slow. And, you don't have to use that much, so you'll have it forever. I don't see any sort of expiration date on these. I'm sure if you store it in a cool place, it should be fine. But don't overdo it, because just look back at my video and know that that's what you don't want. But when I am using it, so I'm using it about once a week during the winter months, and I do still experience peeling, and the peeling is usually right around my mouth area. And so I'm not wearing anything except for a little bit of lotion that I just put on and I just washed. Here's my sun damage. You can refer back to the other videos that I posted and see that, I do feel like I did see them lightening these marks. And I don't know about my fine lines, though. I just feel like, I'm aging, so they're going to be there. Oh, and if anybody that is watching this has ever seen anything like this, these just popped up like a few months ago. Sorry, I was gardening, so my fingers look a little dirty. think that's gross. But these popped up. They're like, it's almost like there's fluid in them. These popped up first, and then this one popped up next. So if anybody's seen anything like that, please let me know. I went and had a facial done the other day, and the esthetician, they call them, she had never seen anything like that. So I'm concerned. My husband thought maybe it was from my allergies, that maybe some, I was getting clogged up. But I've used my neti pot, and I don't know what these are, and they really bug me. My vanity. It bugs my vanity. So if you know what that is and how to get rid of them, please let me know. Okay, so during the meantime, and when I am using the Retin, I love to use this little brush, facial cleansing brush. I just keep this in the shower, so it's all wet. I just used it. So, and I also still use a lot of the Sunday Riley products. I was really low on this particular soap that facial soap that I have, and I filled it with some of the Mario Badescu toner, and it's worked as a great little soap. I just to use with this, and it gives a good lather still. I don't know, it seems to work out good. But I do use the toner as well. And right now, since I am not using the Retin, I do use the one with the glycolic acid in it. But if you are using it, do not use any glycolic acid. He does carry a toner that does not have it in it, and there's only one in it. I believe it's the cucumber. I ran out of that. I was using it only to get more for when I am using the Retin. Also for my night creams, I am using the Sunday Riley, and right now, since I am not using the Retin, it's got the retinol in this one, which is the Luna. You can use this without, if you're not, oh my gosh, when you're not using the retinol is okay, but don't use them together. And then I am also using the Sunday Riley for during the day. This is a oil, which it also has the UV protection. Okay, I was not prepared for this video, as you can tell. I'm all fumbling, and it's the end of the day. I would say about 6 drops of this, and then 2 drops of the fresh sea berry. I really like it. It smells good. So that's basically all I'm down to is I wash, I tone, and then I use these oils at night. Oh, and then when I am not very dry, so I use this Sunday Riley. It's really expensive, so I'm trying not to use the heck out of it. But when I'm feeling like a little extra dry, I use this one because it is very moisturizing. It's oil. I use about 4 or 5 drops of this. And if I'm not feeling that dry, I am also using the Benefits, the Dream Screen. This is really good. And it also works as a really good, like a primer. So if you want to just throw this on. During the summer, I don't wear a lot of makeup. So sometimes I'll put on powder, and then I do like to conceal my under eyes a lot because I just feel like they're really dark. So it's nice to use that. So anyways, and that might be another reason why I have these. So again, I am not using the Retin at this moment. Yes, I still do experience it peeling when I use it, and I am only using it when I do use it in the winter time. And I do make sure that it's about once a week that I use. And if I do get the peeling, I again notice it around here, and it's just like little circles, but it's not bad. But if you are using it more than that, I'm telling you, you're going to peel. And I am not sensitive by any means. My skin can take a lot, so that says a lot for this. I think that if you do want to use it more often, like add it to your routine, get maybe a lower dose, because it works. I even experienced peeling on my fingertips. Like my fingers were getting really raw and sore, and I couldn't figure out what the problem was. And then I realized that I wasn't washing my hands well enough after, or I do think too, a lot of times at night when I'm laying there, I scratch. So I think that like just even from scratching, you experience, you know, the peeling on your fingers, because it's gonna take that skin off. I do use it on my neck too, but I'm really cautious about that too. I make sure I rub it in really good, because I also, my neck was very sensitive. So that's another thing that I kind of take it lightly, or, you know, if I start to feel even the least bit of irritation, then I'll stop. And then on the days that I'm not using it, or that I feel like I'm feeling irritation, I will use the Retin All, which again is kind of the same thing, but it's more of a lesser, it's not as strong as the Red Day. So I think that about covers it. I hope that I answered all of your questions. And again, please keep interacting with me on here. Tell me your stories. Let me know maybe where you purchased it, if you can help somebody out that is also looking for it, that can't get it from the site that I had gotten it on, and maybe there is another seller online that you can get it from that is reputable, like the last place. But again, I do know you can get it from your dermatologist, and I'm not a doctor. This is my experience. So I obviously am just giving you the information from me. So please take it for what it's worth. And I hope that you guys are having a great day. And again, hit me up if you have any questions. I usually get back to people right away. Sometimes it does go to my spam folder, but I do check that every once in a while as well. So I will get back to your questions. And again, thank you very much for sticking by me through this journey. And I hope to talk to you all soon. Thanks and peace.